Welcome to the Tire Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. And as always, we have Mike.
Yo,
And today we're going to be talking about Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. But first, you've been playing a fun little game, Mike, that we're going to be doing for the show at some point. Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
I was playing some Dwarf Fortress where you like dig some stones and shit, and you watch guys run around and dig stones. Like sometimes people die and go crazy and kill each other. Nah,
How?
I was playing Fallout 1, the original, and it's a very good game. I'm like so happy that I got to play the original Fallout, and anything before I forget how Fallout 3 was, but like anything before Fallout 4, because just like Skyrim, I think they dumbed the hell down out of it. Um, I think it's kind of less apparent from Oblivion to Skyrim because I think they were always kind of dumbed down once they went Super 3D. Because like the second one is like kind of 2D but 3D, like how Diablo 2 is, where they have like multiple pictures of it, so it looks like you turn seamlessly whenever you're actually just switching sprites. But
You just unlocked my fucking achievement I wanted to do that I always forget about. I need to finish Diablo 3. Go on.
but the in Fallout, it's way more obvious that it got dumbed down. Like you have like your stats, and then you have like skills. Like in Fallout 4, you just have stats, and then you get perks based on what level your stats are, which is kind of how some of the like you randomly get perks as you level up in Fallout. It's like every certain amount of levels or some shit, you get like a new perk, and they changed it to like now every time you level up, you get a perk, and like perks are less meaningful to your build. Like this stuff's more based off like, oh, you have like a high medical skill and you're well, I guess my stats don't really reflect that because I'm stupid. But I still get like a chance to get like a medical perk because my skill is high whenever I level. So like the perks are more to your build, and like there's like, what is it, like short sighted is a perk, I think, that you can get, and it's you have like way better range close up, but your farther away range is worse. And like you have things like that to make your character more like personal.
Interesting.
So yeah, it feels more like a true RPG to me, where you're like actually a character and not just like a blank slate of like digestible shit that you can just tack onto it, you know?
Well, did you like look any kind of build up or did you just kind of like go with it? Just as like a first run kind of thing?
I did my like Fallout 4 run, kind of like my favorite in that, where I went high strength, high endurance. I had enough skill points to go pretty high in luck, and then was perception was like 3, so I could or no, it was like 5 or some shit, maybe even higher, 7. And then I don't have very much agility, and I'm stupid. So I wanted to do a stupid run. That's pretty much all I knew.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm hyped to be playing that game at some point. But we are doing a new thing. Like we still got Suikoden 2 coming up after this, but we're gonna let Mike have a chance to finish the first one so he can, what is it exactly? Load the save through it because they connect or some shit. Is that what you said?
I forget exactly how it works, but there's like I'm only sure of a certain part where you meet the character from the first game and they have the same name. That's like all I'm aware of. So I'm pretty sure it's not like a thing that matters.
Uh, well, I was gonna say, well, I guess I have to do mine then. I don't have to redo it, obviously, but because I finished mine.
Yeah, you can just do yours. But yeah, it's like Victor and Finn are with you or some shit. Is
Nice.
his name Finn?
Um.
The electric dude?
Oh. Wait. The dude in blue.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I think it's Flynn or something. I don't remember.
Oh, Flint. Yeah.
Too many RPGs lately. Like the main protagonist of Gale of Darkness, his canon name is Michael. So his name was
Yeah, I
Michael for
see
my.
that. I was like, I usually pick like a weird ass name, but this seems to be calling to me right now.
um. Yeah, but we're gonna give him time to do that before we even start too. So we're kind of just gonna. Plus, we need a little bit of an RPG break. We're gonna be honest. Um. So kind of just gonna slap like friend of the show Jacob wants to do a Conker's Bad for Day show, and like we could slap in some easy going like and other N64, GameCube, Game Boy games. We could do that Metroid game you've been wanting to do, like or just
Which one?
what's the one on Game Boy Advance Fusion that you never played?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
I forget which one it is. Fusion or Zero Mission. Whichever one has Mecha Ridley, I think, is the one I want to play.
Well, Fusion he has or she has the blue and red suit. Zero Mission's just a
Yeah.
remake of the original.
Yeah, I'm aware. But they added shit to Zero Mission.
Oh, I figured. Yeah. I would rather beat Zero Mission than go back and play the original Metroid. I watched gameplay of that and I was like, I don't even understand how. Like, are you supposed to be tanking certain things so you can get
All
through?
right.
Like,
I chose to do that
yeah,
game a long time ago. I have it on my 3DS.
never,
And
never doing it again.
it, are you supposed to tank shit?
I
Um,
watched this dude go down a hallway with like projectiles blasting towards him. And like there was like a little like offshoot where you could go and then you had to go back in and it's like there's just so much I don't know how you could possibly like avoid everything. Like I'm
oh
sure you
yeah.
can. It's just like dip, dip, dodge, duck, dive, jump.
Yeah, that game's more of like you gotta know if you are going to get hit, you gotta know when. Like you gotta plan you getting hit. Because if you get hit at the wrong time, you are falling down into like the lava platform and then you're stuck there and you lose like half your or like one whole health bar. Like you get like in every game Metroid game you get tanks of health. You start out with 99 and then you get like 100 every time you get a tank. So you usually have like about 8 tanks by the end of the game. So you end up losing like almost a whole tank because you got stuck underneath the platform because of lava. Because yeah, so
Yeah, which kind of like leads me into my next little thing is like I don't know. Past 2 weeks I've been playing just some some fucking normal games that I don't have to take turns hitting each other with, and I'm digging it, man. I finished Pikmin 1 in a day. 29 out of 30 parts. My final day is the final Emperor Bullback boss, dude. And like, dude, there are things like I can deal with everything in that game except for the bad AI. Like, well, like your Pikmin you have to lead them up this slope, and some of them will get caught on the edge or drop into water from that edge and just fall into the
yeah.
water because like they won't just follow a path. You know what I mean? So like you got to deal with that.
You gotta like blow the whistle so they line up straight in front of you and then walk them straight up towards it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, especially in that
Yeah.
last area where you're trying to do this trial to hurry up and get to the boss before the day ends, to beat the boss before the day ends. It's like,
Mhm.
and he doesn't exactly do what you want him to do, like just solidly come after you so you can just throw a fucking Pikmin with a bomb so you can eat it, so you can attack his face. I fucking decimated everything in that game except for him. He is the only problem I'm having at all. Just pissing me the fuck off. Um,
Yeah, forget if he's in two. but I know he's in like 3 and 4, and they're like little tiny versions of him. That one is like monstrous.
Yeah. If you get clear to the bottom floor on like, what was it, four? You have to fight like, what, three of them at the
Yeah,
same time or
they're
some
still
shit.
like a lot smaller than that one.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
I remember him being pretty big. Um,
Yeah, but
but like, besides that, talking about the full health thing on Metroid, I went back beat Pikmin. Then I also tried to finish Resident Evil 4. I actually got my health all the way up, and I have
uh,
two parts of the final chapter to do. And this fucking I forget his name. He's just like this douchebag comrade. He always calls you comrade. And he
no.
just chases you through ruins while you're trying to collect this shit to open up this door. And if he fucking knifes you once or twice, you just die. It's terrible. Because, like, he's on your shit. And, like, he's not like a normal boss where if you whip out a rocket launcher and hit him, he dies. It just doesn't work.
Is that the
Because
guy that eventually like turns into a bird or some shit?
I think he has the beret on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turns
I
into the.
think Shane beat that dude with a knife.
That's terrible. Fuck that. I saw it. I'm just trying to look up how to, like, what you're supposed to do or, like, how to do it because it didn't seem like anything was working. Because I was, like, just
uh,
dumping ammo thinking he would die. He doesn't die at all. Like, you have to collect all these things while this is happening. And then he turns in the bird and then you can fight him. But,
okay.
like, the dude was saying, yeah, you can do massive damage with the knife. And I'm like, nothing does anything to this guy. Like, at all. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But that game gets ridiculous, dude. Like, in the worst
Uh,
way. Like, oh, you just got Ashley back. Now you gotta escape. Okay, cool. And then there's regenerators. And they
yeah.
fucking come after you. And it's like, the only way to actually kill them, the way you're supposed to, is find this infrared scope for a rifle. Which I never bought the rifle. And I never found the scope, even where the guide, because I was like, what fucking scope? What's scope? Because the dude doesn't sell it, so I look it up. And it's like, oh, you just find it right next to the first regenerator you find. It's like it's literally not here. It's not anywhere here in this room. Like I'm looking where you're
You
saying to look. It's not there.
gotta find the silent scope.
That'd be fucking sweet.
But before I forget, the biggest problem I have with playing the original Metroid game is the drop rate of health is so fucking low, and you have such a big health bar. Like, was it 8 health tanks? Means you have 899 health, and each orb gives you like 20 to 50 health. The 50 ones are rare. And so, like,
I
you sit there forever, fucking trying to get your health back.
remember doing that in
But
Samus Returns, just hunting everything down just to try to get my health back up to try to do this part that I didn't even know what I was doing and still died.
see, it has little orb things that if you go into the morph ball form and roll into them, they way back up.
In the first one or Samus?
And Samus returns.
Oh, you mean the big? Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I was sitting there, I couldn't find any of this because like I couldn't figure out where I was going, so I just murdered everything that I could without like trying not to get hit, and just if they dropped one of those little tiny like orange dots of health, I was like, yep, I did that for like an hour, dude, and then died anyway. It sucks. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that game, like they have you escort her with regenerators. So I like ran, saw a switch, closed the door on him, ran down the thing, shot one of them with a shotgun, and just ran past it. I did that for most of the entire regenerator like level that I found was, oh, they're on these tiny little hallways. So like you hurry up and blast and just run right past. Like I couldn't kill any of them, and then I got really frustrated with one, and I just shot him to death and blew his body parts off while he was on the ground with shotgun, and he actually died. I was like, I figured it out, but I lost like half my ammo. Cool. That was completely worthless. because you get like 5,000 gold and that's it if you kill one. So it's like
See,
this.
in the parts that I played it was like as soon as you entered like a different part of the map. I don't I don't remember if it was obvious or not, or if Ashley just found it, but I would just be like, "Hey, Ashley, go hide," and like there'd be like a random dumpster that you jump into, and I would just go murder everybody in the area, and just be like, "Hey, Ashley," and then go through it.
I did that at the beginning and I forgot you could do shit like that. So I fucking just ran. I was like, pop the generator, run. Pop the, like, when I closed the door on him, I turned around and like after 5 seconds, the door just opens. He doesn't even flip the switch, it just opens. I'm like, what? So I'm just, boom, run. Oh, there's another one. Boom, run. And I just, as fast as I could, get to the next door, get to the next door, get to the next door until the fucking level was over. I fucking hate those things so much. They're creepy as shit too.
Oh yeah, the ones that I remember seeing, like seven or some shit, and they're just like gray, like I think in that one they're like fungus or some shit,
Mm,
and they're just like I don't know how to describe them, but they're pretty nasty looking.
yeah, and then you have to fight a thing called it, and
Oh yeah,
you're think like three giant storage containers, but the storage containers are mazes, and
well,
like you have to hit two switches on each one while it fucking tries to come after you the whole time and you have to keep dodging. Run, hit the
yeah.
next door, go through it, and that storage chamber drops behind you into the abyss. And you just have to do that all the way until you fucking make it to the end, and then you have to fight him in an arena. To which I shot him with a fucking RPG, because, fuck him. So, and then he has a second form I didn't know about, so I basically used all my fucking ammo on that thing. It's terrible. Because, like, I don't have the funds anymore. I was rich this whole game until the point where it actually really matters. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll ever finish that game. And I started Fox Assault again and made it to mission 6 out of 10 in a couple hours. So, I can't wait to finish that.
So that's a GameCube game.
Yeah. Star
Forget if I have that or not.
Yeah, Star Fox Assault's like really fun. There's like some kind of control issues. Like I used to think it was all tank controls, but I must have just started it too quickly because this time I've realized there's an actual you can choose between control schemes. And I was like, oh, and then you can invert or not invert your controls. So it was like, oh, this is just a normal game now. Cool. This is awesome. But like movement is still kind of weird sometimes. Like in the Tank Master, if you don't press directly up on like the analog stick to go forward, say you put it at an angle, you'll like slowly hover, like dodge looking side float, I don't know, like around where you're going. You have to do it like perfectly straight. Like it's kind of a little wonky, you know what I mean? And just like shit like that, but it's whatever. The flight controls are perfect though, I feel like.
They should have brought the shit in from Star Fox 2 where you can turn the R Wing into
Oh, into the walker thing.
yeah, it's so goofy.
Right. Do you want to jump into Pokemons though?
Yeah. I still got this dude, but yeah.
Are you
He's
playing
got
right
one
now?
Raichu mode. Well, I wanted to go to the PC and I didn't exactly know where it was.
Maybe.
The old dude. And he's like, "Hey, you remember me? I'm that mythical dude."
Oh yeah, I didn't do anything after I beat the game like at all. I caught Shadow Lugia with a Master Ball to finish the game. You know.
Yeah. I was gonna do that, but I just killed it because I killed all the Shadow Pokemon
Mm.
after Voltorb, I think. Which is what
No.
I'm trying to find out. I just have to check my box.
I only caught yeah, I only caught after a while. Like I was gonna try and catch all of them, and then I was like, nah, fuck that. That's like ridiculous to do with a time limit going on for the show. So I was just like, all right, I'll just catch the ones I like. Maybe just never use them. So like I have like a Hitmonchan and shit like that. Um,
Nice. A Hitmon what? You cut out at the end.
Hitmonchan.
You never used Hitmonchan?
I would normally, but I was kind of building like a cool different type team. So I just didn't
Oh,
put him in there. I actually made a last minute swap out before the final boss because I had a Larvitar that I was going to raise into a Tyranitar. And I always try to do that. And it never fucking works because it's like, by the time this thing evolves, it's not going to evolve by the final fight unless you just go level. And like leveling up a Pokemon to level 50 is just like when you're already midway through the game when you get it. It's just kind of like, well, I could just like catch a Pokemon at level 50. You know what I mean? Like I could,
okay.
because it's like it just takes so much more time, and it's like I don't know. I just rather. No, I think I had a Tyranitar one other time in my life, maybe two. I think
I hardly
recently,
grinded at all. And was it my highest level Pokemon was 51?
really.
Yeah.
Um, what was your final team? I mean, you posted
Uh,
in the Discord, which everybody should go grab that link in the description of this show. Spotify, iTunes, check it out. Check it out in the
uh,
description. But yeah, what was your final team? Because I know we had two
I
of the same
got
Pokemon.
a Swalot, an Umbreon, a Ninetales, Ursaring, right? I
Mm-hmm.
named him Ted, so I forget
Yeah,
exactly
Ursaring.
what its name is.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I just always called it Teddy Ursa, but that's the original.
yeah.
And then I had a Breloom, which I think he was my lowest level. Him and Ninetales.
What is a
They kind of
Breloom?
dragged behind.
Like, what is that?
It's the evolved form of Shroomish, the little mushroom thing with the angry face.
Okay, I see that Pokemon all the time. Like, I know what it is, but I don't know if that. I didn't know if that was its final evolution or like where that evolution even came from.
Yeah, I adore this Pokemon. In this game, it is not too good because in the fourth generation of Pokemon, I think they finally perfected the formula where um moves have like different, I don't know how you'd say it. They're either physical or special attacks. And the original three generations of Pokemon, how it's dealt with is like normal, for instance, is like always a physical attack. And then even like Hyper Beam is still a physical attack because it's a normal move. And then like once they got into four, they split it. And like Breloom has good physical stats, I think, physical attack, but he doesn't have good special attacks, so his grass attacks are like worthless.
Mm-mm. That's how I just
But
feel about grass type Pokemon in general. I hate it because I like them so much. I want to use them, but it's like these are more of like a utility kind of deal. Like,
well, see, the thing is that like whenever Vine Whip, I think Razor Leaf might be a physical
well,
move.
like I
Well, but
chose Rillaboom for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I
yeah,
I had a Rillaboom Bong or Rillaboom, whatever the fuck it is. But I
yeah.
also had I don't know how I have him there because I I remember picking the squishy lizard dude, the water one, turns into
Mm.
Inteleon. So I don't know where I ever got that Rillaboom or whatever the fuck.
I don't know. I started with that and I didn't like it, so I benched him.
He,
But
I loved him. He was so fucking strong.
but Breloom isn't fast either, so he
it,
kind of has to be able to take a hit, and he usually has was effects for or poison point. So if you do physical attacks to him, he's either gonna paralyze you or poison you.
nice.
And but yeah, his he's one of my favorite fighting types. he learned Sky Uppercut, and his attack is pretty high, so
That's the
his
other
fighting
typing.
moves were good.
I didn't know what his other typing was. I knew he was green, so he had to be part grass, but I was like, a lot of the attacks I'm doing on this dude aren't really hanging in there because like I didn't have a fire type out a lot of times, so I'd do something else. I'm like,
Yeah.
this thing's kind of durable. What the fuck? What is this?
What what was this?
Breloom.
Oh, when you tried to use him or had him
No, I tried. I was whenever I was like
fighting?
fighting them. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry, I like spaced out. Then Claydol was my pick.
gotta gotta love a clay doll. It was it was a tough choice for me, between what's it called, Dusclops? Yeah, Dusclops and clay doll. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look up like what the actual like advantages and disadvantages of these Pokemon are, and it was like Claydol is like the overall kind of choice for players, and Dusclops is more of a utility Pokemon, but they are both very adored by people. Like they're both valuable in this game in different ways. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna go Claydol because that's just my play style. Because like I'd rather have a Pokemon that attacks harder than one used for utility. That's just me personally. I know you're the opposite.
Well, I don't know. I'm just,
You're like, I'm
like,
gonna
cause
poison and toxic and leech seed this motherfucker into oblivion. It's like, damn.
like I've used the Breloom and whenever we played
Sorry, you
the
cut
other
out.
calls,
A Breloom and what?
Breloom and Ninetales before, and a Shellot, and whenever we used or whenever we played the first Coliseum, I used an Umbreon. And I kind of fell in love with Umbreon. And yeah, I taught him all kinds of crazy shit.
Nice. Uh, I'll do my team after this little message. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is a 2005 Nintendo GameCube RPG. It's the sequel to Pokemon Coliseum, where players catch and purify shadow Pokemon to stop the evil organization Cypher from taking over the world. It features a
Uh,
darker story, double battles, and the unique snag machine to capture corrupted Pokemon. Which, did you use the purification chamber?
Once.
I never did like the code thing for it or anything like that. Like there's a specific way you're supposed to lay them out in there or some shit.
Yeah, it's like kept queuing me up to put more Pokemon in it. And it's like I can just go to the rock. Like this
Right.
is fun.
Yeah, exactly. The game is known for its unique mechanics, connectivity with Game Boy Advance titles, and its focus on the ore region. It's the fucking same. It's the same thing as Coliseum, except for like, oh, this team disbanded whenever you ruined them, and now they're making a comeback, kind of deal like that. And then it's like Team Snag'em isn't part of Cypher, but like they're bad dudes too, and like but Cypher's still here. I don't know. It's
That
it's
was
weird.
weird because it's like they steal your shit and then you beat them and they're like, "Oh, you're cool," and then they help you beat the last boss, right?
I
Or they
don't
help
know.
you some way.
I think you beat them up and then they like give you information. I don't remember. I zip through these fucking Pokemon stories because I just do not give a fuck. Like I don't care at all. It's like Pokemon would be so, I don't know. If it even had a good story, I don't even think I'd still be able to pay attention to it because like the main thing about Pokemon is the Pokemon. Like I'm
The
focused on that.
battling, the training.
Yeah. Um
But
Greevil.
was it? I had a Nuzleaf for a while. I think that's the only that and Voltorb were my only other Pokemon I used a lot.
Yeah, my team switched up a good bit at the beginning and then like near the end I had like a couple little more tweaks. But yeah, I just love the fucking name for the main baddie. Fucking Greevil. Like I have to say it like that every time I read his name. I just
Okay.
love it. I just love it. It's fucking so stupid. um My team though was somebody produced a shadow spiel, and it was the cutest little spiel ever. So I took him, and I was like, I think this thing evolves into a giant walrus, pretty sure. And I've never had one.
Yeah.
And my whole focus on this game was you always pick the same fuck Pokemon. Just be completely different this time. So I did. Um, I had him, and I leveled him into a Walrein. And by the time I beat the sorry, that burp. By the time I beat the game, Walrein was level 59. um,
Nice.
I had a Claydol also, a Magneton that was a late swap out. I did keep one Pokemon that I usually end up getting, and it's Houndoom. And it's just because all the other fire ones, it was like, I love you, Ninetales. I do want to try you, but like, Houndoom. I don't know. And an Ursing and a Salamence. I caught the Magnemite or Magneton, whatever, and the Salamence like right near the end of the game, and I swapped out my Pupitar and something else. I forget what it was. I think my Espeon, maybe. But yeah, because they weren't really like leveled anywhere near high enough, and I was like, well, I got to get this done. So, but yeah, Salamence pretty badass. Walrein's an absolute unit. He was like my main sweeper. Claydol and Magneton, I had those guys team up a bunch. I also took like a different battling strategy. Like I used explosion to my advantage a few times. Like
How'd you do that?
just wipe the field. Like there was a battle, like a big battle that I won. I think it was like some boss. And I had one Pokemon left in my reserve, and I was like, explosion! I just took out his Pokemon and mine, and then tossed, I think it was probably like Espeon or Houndoom out, and it's like, you win!
Dude, I've watched so many speed runs of the original Pokemon game, and whenever you fight Koga, he has like two Weezings, and they use smoke screen on you, and then like if their health ever gets too low, he'll either heal them and then they'll poison you while you're smoke screened, or they'll use explosion and kill you.
Yeah, explosion is pretty nasty in this game because you just like wipe your whole party and their whole party. I love it. I never realized how powerful that move was because it just
Yeah,
fucking levels. It's awesome.
it's like 350 or 320 or something like that.
Yeah, and Claydol just like earthquaked everybody. I tried to always have somebody like with levitate. I forget that. I think my Magneton still took hits from that. Not sure though. But
I got like stupid ignorant. Like I think my Umbreon like lived through the whole end battle. Like from him and Schwalot went out first. And like I laid Toxic down on Moltres. So like I was having so much trouble with it because it was like one shot everything but on Schwalot. So like I toxic it so it would like put a definite time limit on it and I could chip it away. But like eventually Claydol and Umbreon came out. I was just fucking ignorant as shit because my fucking Umbreon knows Screech, Confusion Ray, and Sand Attack, and my Claydol knows Mud Slap. So I was like Mud Slap, Sand Attack, Confusion Ray, Mud Slap, Sand Attack, and like what the it's called a step, I think. That's how I always hear it referred to as a step. Like when you do harden, it says it increases your defense. That's one step. And you can have a max of like 6 steps or like a negative 6 steps. So like I think I uh, lowered their accuracy as much as I could within like 3 or 4 moves, and then lowered their defense. And then since they were confused, I think every time you hit yourself while you're confused, it's physical damage. So it would do like a lot more damage. So it was just fucking ignorant as shit. And then like his last Pokemon was Zapdos, and my Claydol is Ancient Power, and it's like super effective and annihilated it in one shot.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, his whole team is like what? Tyranitar, Shadow Lugia, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, and what, like a Flygon or something?
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah. Beat him out pretty
Uh,
quickly, surprisingly. I wasn't ready to be able to do that. But like right before we got on here, I was looking through my Pokemon stats because we were on the
yeah,
subject before we started the show, and like that Walrein is insane, dude. It has like a 128
uh,
attack, 100 and like 30, 40 something defense. Its special is like 101, and
nice.
the speed's not too bad. But like, I would just have Claydol just fucking wreck shit with an earthquake, and he would just sit there and take it. He could take like 5 earthquakes, and he'd be fine. It
He's
was
a water Pokemon too, so he's good against Earthquake.
Yeah, he was in there, dude. Like I did a whole bunch of like actual double strats that I've never done that in a Pokemon game is actually try to use strategies like that because I'm always just
Fuck
like
yeah.
attack, 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 attack. Like everybody just fucking we'll eventually kill it, you know?
Yeah. Like I did like wall and delay strats. I like kept my Vulpix as I boxed it as soon as I got it, and I was like, as soon as I get a Firestone, I'm evolving it. And in the earlier Pokemon games, you do not learn move. Vulpix does not learn move, or Ninetales does not learn new moves. So
Really?
yeah,
Hmm.
or at least I don't think it did. Yeah, I think I already had Heat Wave, Charm, Ember, and Dig. Dig kept me alive like so many times.
Yeah, I had a fucking Altair, dude, and I took him out. Because I used him like all last game and like some other Pokemon game recently that I played. So it was
Yeah,
weird not having him, but it was cool. I just wanted to try out an Ursing or whatever for the first time.
yeah,
Like that was my
yeah,
main
me
goal
too.
was have that. When I had Magneton, I was like, dude, I do love Magneton. I don't know. I don't know why I do. I just do. I always think about that Pokemon card, the original one. I'm like, that thing's
Yeah,
fucking sweet. Love that shit.
I
Yeah.
could do with a better fourth move on my Ursaring, but whenever it had return, like I know that's a good move, and I know it doesn't tell you it's a good move though, because it's like, oh, this is based off your friendship, and like I looked it up, like what its max is when it's max friendship, and it's like 102 power.
Mm,
So like my Ursaring did that. Like anything that I couldn't like trick and fuck with and like see me actually killing instead of just like chipping away at it, unless I had like toxic, I'd send Ursaring out and have it do return and usually insta kill shit. But I also
nice.
had rest and snore because I like doing that for some reason.
I actually had a ton of fun with Fury swipes with Ursing and Teddy Ursa. Um,
Fury swipe.
what is it?
You said Fury swipes?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it actually did a fucking shitload of damage, but eventually he learned Slash. So, and I mean
Uh,
his attack is 130 like right now as it stands. So, and he's a physical attacker.
what's your level?
For the Ursing, hold on, let me pull that up. I actually just took a picture of it, so it'd be easier. Okay, 40. Walrein was 59, Salamence was 50, Claydol 45, Houndoom 37, Magneton 40, Ursing 40. Walrein
I
carried the team at the beginning. I mean, he has Ice Beam and like Body Slam and
oh
some,
yeah.
I think some kind of water move, probably Water Pulse or something.
Yeah, see my original plan with the Nine Tails was to learn Willow Wisp and Confusion Ray. But I had like Heat Wave, well I already said it. But Dig was good, and Heat Wave attacks more people than like both of the enemies, and it doesn't attack your allies. But my Ursaring had like 162 attack, and it was level 50.
Damn.
Yeah, I just have it smash shit. And then my Umbreon is ridiculous. Like, it's got 141 defense and 177 special defense, and it's 51. Like, I had one attack, but I got confused. Yeah, I think I said it already. Bite and sand attack were like in confusion, right? Were like my main things to use. And I fucked so much shit up with that.
Just torture things the entire game.
Yeah. I really wanted to use Voltorb because I never have before, but it's been so long since I used Ninetales. Ninetales is one of my favorite Pokemon.
That's fair. Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I finally got to fucking have an ice Pokemon on my team. Like a real
so,
fucking ice Pokemon. I was like, dude, this dude's my main too, finally. Now I just need to play a game where I actually have a good, like a steel Pokemon that actually does good. I don't know, man. I could just never find it. I just want a good steel Pokemon. Like, I don't know. I never get to use them, and I fucking
Steelix.
love them. I've had a Steelix, and like, it just fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It just sucked so bad because it was just getting fucked
Pretty,
up by everything.
pretty sure Onyx terrible in general. Like if he was fast, I think he'd be okay, but like he's not.
Yeah, I mean, like, look how badass he looks. Look how badass Scissor is, and you got a bug steel type. What's it weak to? Like
Yeah.
everything on the planet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like bugs and steel have just so many weaknesses.
Now, Steel has like hardly any weaknesses. I think it's fighting and fire, and it's resist like it's completely immune to poison, which like fucks me all the time.
Maybe I'm just thinking about bug then. Because, like, what is it?
Yeah.
Bug's fire, ice, steel is fire, fighting. And what else for bug? Is it electric
I
too?
don't know. Bugs is a few things. I think it's mostly fire, flying.
Flying.
Um,
Yeah.
I forget the others, but I know it's good against psychic and grass.
Bug is good against grass.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
psychic is also good against grass.
I always forget about, like, bug Pokemon in general until I see them. I'm like, oh, Ladybug. Yeah, you're a bug.
Poison's good against grass too, but there's a lot of poison or grass Pokemon that are poison types as well.
Right. Or have, like, Poison Point and other shit like that. But, yeah, that's another one. I don't think I've ever had, like, a fighting main either. That'd be cool to have. I don't even know what fighting's weak against.
Psychic.
Yeah,
Um,
Psychic. Besides Psychic, though.
it's strong against normal and dark, is what I remember.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, normal. I do remember that. I thought Rock did shit to normal too, but I could be wrong.
Nah, normal is only weak to fighting, and it doesn't affect ghost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rock and Bug are, I don't know, they just seem like they're hardly ever used. Same thing with Steel. Like you see Steel Pokemon in the games all the time, but it's like, does anybody actually use Steel Pokemon? Like players.
I'm not sure. I think they're slow a lot, and Incineroar was like one of the most popular Pokemon for since it's introduced. So like it's kind of hard when you have like the counter for it right there all the time.
Yeah, well, I guess I did have a fighting main because when I beat Sun and Moon, Incineroar was my. No, I'm wrong.
But he's
I
Dark Fire.
Yeah, he is. What is he?
I don't
Because I thought
know.
he turned into fighting whenever he's because he has that fucking belt. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
I'll find out right now. Incineroar
Oh,
fighting. Probably be like no. Yeah, it's a yeah, it's a fire dark. even though he's straight up a fucking wrestler. It's straight up a WWE star. No, I didn't
Peop-
have Incineroar. I had Paratina or whatever. I picked the water one for that. It turns into a water fairy type, and it's fucking insane. That's another one. I always forget about
Oh, is that
fairies too.
the fucking
The mermaid looking
what's
one.
it called? The seal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one I picked too.
Yeah, I've been picking not fire types in my recent games when I start because that's all I ever used to do. That's why at one point I picked Rillaboom or whatever. I don't know how I got him and have Inteleon because I remember raising the Inteleon, but I remember having a Rillaboom. So it kind of like fucks with me. I don't even remember
Well,
the
like
fire starter for that one.
there was like
Oh, the bunny.
I think it
Squirtle.
was a meme that they had like was it Turchic, um, Incinerate, or is that what it's called? Infernape or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and for
Okay. And then there's that pig thing. They're like a
Emboar.
bunch of just firefighting starters. And it's like it is really cool.
It is. It's badass. I do like the fact that like we get dual typing now from our starters,
Mhm.
so that's always fun. Um, yeah, and like whenever they did Arceus Legends or whatever, you got like the special Hisuian forms. So like Typhlosion wasn't just fire anymore; it was Fire Ghost, which is weird.
Yeah, see like
Same thing with the
I
newest
don't
one. Yeah.
the problem with the dual typing thing I think is like it has kind of a limit to it because certain types are going to be more useful uh based off like what gyms you have to fight, and then like if you certain dual typings have like quadruple weaknesses, so they'll do like 4 times damage, and I think like fire and ground is the only thing that does that like normally.
Yeah, in terms of Pokemon, it's like not a good thing, but it's also like I kind of look at it like this. At the end of the game, it's usually going to come down to a 1 to 2 hit per Pokemon, and also we're adults. So like we're going to beat this Pokemon game if we have like a level 50 Mareep.
Oh yeah, if you
like
level up.
like you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of like
uh,
at the end of the game, I'm gonna have access to whatever I want anyway. So just kind of, and I'm gonna win. Like I'm just gonna beat it. So it's like I don't know. I don't really like look into like it's like I said. I learned from you very recently what special attacking attacker, physical attacker, and all that shit meant. I never realized that was like a thing. Like I always heard
yeah.
it talked about. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, see, I try to aim to get as low level as possible anymore and try to be uniform. So like, what was it? My lowest level was 41 and my highest 51.
Yeah, the reason my fucking Walreign's that level is because I thought it was going to be like the last game where I had to actually level up because I was so far behind because I beat everything. But like once I got to the final area, everything had like 5 to 10 levels on me. So I went to that
Yeah.
mount battle and ran that a
Mhm.
few times in the last game. So this time when I unlocked it and I started seeing that happen again, I didn't know, but I was like 3 quarters of the way through the fucking game. So I just started leveling my shit up like right then and there. And then when I came out, I was like, oh, I didn't need to do this, I guess. Except for the final dude. Final dude's like kind of insane.
Um,
Dr.
what is it? I kind
Grieville
of
or Master Grieville.
kind of do like, cause I have like a strategy for Elite Four for the Elite Four. As long as I can defeat like a few Pokemon from them, they give me the most XP, so I'll just death run them. Like I'll spend all my money on vitamins and then I'll use them. And then like every time I white it out, you lose like a certain percentage of your money. So spend all your money, you don't really lose.
Right.
But then you're kind of locked into that.
Yeah, we were stuck. Like that was kind of the only way to do it in Gen 1 and Gen 2. you know.
Mm.
And it's just
Yeah, you had like a limited amount of money in that game too, unless you went to like the lottery machine. But then, if you ever lost all of your money and had nobody to battle, you couldn't get money.
yeah, there's also the thing where see, I like how this game does it where the trainers are actually on pace with you, like level wise, so you
Yeah.
can actually get experience because if you go play like I was saying the older games or whatever, it's like, "Oh, you're level 22 and you ran into this trainer and you were just casually playing the game anyway, but this trainer that we got after that last boss, that last gym dude, well, his Pokemon are level 14." It's like, why? Why do you why does everything have to be I just beat the boss that is near my level, so why are the trainers after this part of the game like half my level?
I noticed happening in Gen 2.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, there's like a few times I remember that happening where it was like uh I forget what the fuck exactly it was. It was like let's just say like level 24 in one area. Then the closest place to outside of the town for the current gym was like 21. And they were like pathetic Pokemon that didn't like a Ditto and shit that didn't give me much experience. So it was like, okay, so now I gotta go back to the last place because those Pokemon are actually strong enough and give me more XP.
Right. It's like you're just kind of fighting like an uphill struggle.
Yeah.
But
This game was pretty adequately, pretty well laid out with how um. I always kind of worry about that, at least like conceptually, whenever I think about this one and the other one, because there's no wild Pokemon, so you have to like there's a trainer's square or circle or whatever the fuck it is where you can go fight people. I use that a bit, but I mostly just would go fight and die and then just come back. There was like one battle. Remember that? I think it was Team Cypher. I don't know what the fuck his position
one
was,
of the
but he was like the
admins.
the big
Mm.
bulky guy.
Hmm.
One of the times I lost to him, he was like, "Aha, I beat you," and then like he walked away, and I didn't have to fight him again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. If you win or lose that fight, that happens. Yeah, I found that out because I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta reset my thing." And then I beat him, and he still walked away with the key card that he just like stole from the dude. And I'm like, "Oh well, that's lame. I didn't have to do that again." But yeah, like in this one, the last one, there were no wild Pokemon. In this one, there is. It's like there's these what are they called? The Poke spots or some
yeah,
shit. And you put down snacks that you buy, and it looks like a big wheel of cheese. And your alarm thing goes off on your PDA. And it's like, hey, there's something at this spot. And in each spot, I think there's three different Pokemon, and one of each at each one is rare, like Skirskit, uh, Trampert, or whatever the fuck that weird little brown thing is. It's just like it looks like an ant with a giant circular head.
yeah,
Trapnich, some shit, and I forget what the other one was. But yeah, if you get any of those Pokemon, you can take them to Duke King, the mayor of Pyrite, and he'll give you a reward for it. And I think they're actually good rewards. I forget what they are. But I found that those two, I never got the third Pokemon for that. Um, Another difference is like obviously the characters. Like there's this dude, this big giant Johnny Bravo looking dude that you'll fight a few times, and he has like Zing Zangoon or all those fucking or Zangoose. Have you ever had one of
yeah.
those?
Nah,
The
that dude's pretty strong though.
Yeah, that that evolved form, I forget what it is. That like crazier, meaner looking white rat looking thing. That thing actually pretty durable.
Yeah, it's
Kind
pretty
of
strong too.
yeah, it like reminds me of Slack King for some reason. Like durability wise and the fact that it's just kind of like unusual to have in general. You hate slacking, I'm pretty sure, right?
It's a weird Pokemon.
It just randomly falls asleep and shit.
Yeah, it's like what is it? Its middle evolution, I forget it has a different ability, but the first one and the last one have Truant, and that means they attack like every other turn. They have like the last one at least has like ridiculously high stats, so it like makes up for it, but it's still kind of annoying.
Yeah, I wouldn't want one. I need something that listens to me. You know, they need to. When this game recently dropped on Nintendo Switch Online, where people could play
Uh,
it, everybody was so fucking hyped, and I'm just like really hoping. But I feel the same way with it about the Oracle games. I'm just really hoping that they make like another one of these kinds of Pokemon games. Because like back then they were like super slept on, and now everybody's like, yeah, this thing's fucking awesome. And but like I said, it's like the Zelda Oracle games. I want that third game they were gonna make. Re fucking make Oracle of Seasons and Ages, and then
yeah.
give us the third one with Paintbrush that was supposed to be there. Because like you don't even have to have like a crazy idea. You just gotta open up your old filing cabinet and go through that shit. Just make the damn game you never made. It's like, I mean, you guys like remaking, you get 2-for-1 special. You get a new game and remakes at the same time. It'd be fucking sweet. But we're getting Ocarina of Time remake. So I'm not gonna be mad about it at all. So I could wait a little longer if I get that, you know.
Okay.
Did you not know that that was a thing?
Nah,
Oh yeah, dude, they
it,
announced it like last month or some shit.
it's
It's
like Switch. It's for Switch too, obviously though. So
yeah. I mean, I would imagine it's just Switch too, but I mean, if it popped up for the normal Switch, that'd be dope. But like, it's a whole remake, so it's gonna be. It looks really nice too. So, but we barely got any footage of it. So, I mean, I'm just waiting. But I know that they know they cannot drop the ball on this. Like, you kind of can't fuck this up because people be pissed.
I keep seeing Star Fox 64 remake, and what I thought I seen it advertised. I'm like trying not to look at it. It's like when you're hanging out with a girlfriend, your girlfriend, and you see a hot chick walk by. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get it. But I mean, the internet joke
I
now
just,
is like that game is for furries because like everything is very like fur detailed in the
yeah.
remake.
Well,
I kind
well,
of want to
like
get it, but
there's
like,
only one chick I think in the game, Cat. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. Furries are weird. Never ever know. But like, if I do decide to buy it, I mean, I'll get it in my hand and I can be like, hey, come over. We're just gonna beat this game today.
Uh,
But I don't know when that'll be. I told myself no more new Switch games unless I beat like the ones that I already bought. Because like I have Donkey Kong Bonanza and Poke-P. I still need to wrap up. I don't know when I'll ever do Poke-P again. Because like I needed a little break from that. Because I just fucking like sunk into that shit. Like I love
that's
that
one of
kind of
those
shit.
like slice of life type games, right?
Essentially, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Minecraft meets Pokemon meets I wouldn't say Harvest Moon, but kind of. It's just kind of like do these weird tasks and build this shit and do this and do that. It's a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like get into those games and then kind of fall off. At least in my opinion.
Hit me like personally, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
me too.
well, I mean, there's only so much you can do for so long, and then you're like, well, you know, it's time to go
Yeah.
do something else. Like Valheim. I want to go back to Valheim, but I know what it's gonna do. So I'm like, I need to prepare for this because there's like 3 other places now that we have to beat. Like that extra one that we had already and now there's like two more, I guess, from what I hear. But
I keep going back to Kenshi all the time.
I was gonna ask you that earlier when we were talking about the tabs in Discord. Like, do you still even play Kenshi?
Oh yeah, this is a rare moment. I got like 16 or is it 1600 hours in Kenshi almost,
That's
and
insane.
yeah, I was like super fucking excited because I always play offline, and every once in a while it would like it would just say 800, jump to 12, but then correct itself back to 8, and then go up to 11, and now finally it's just like, yeah, you got like 16. I thought it'd be closer to 2K, but
Yeah, I'm still waiting for another game to grab a hold of me like Dark and Darker did. I didn't have that many hours because I'm never doing that. The last time I did the shit that you're doing was like in Destiny with the 2300 hours, but like I'm good with a nice month sync like I had with Dark and Darker where I had like over 200 hours in a month and I was like, well, I'm not gonna play this anymore until I find more people to play with because like all the people I played with stopped playing that game.
yeah, I never really get too into multiplayer games. Um, yeah, just recently my controller died, so that'll be a problem.
Yeah, that blows. So no more Helldivers.
I'm trying to figure it out on keyboard, but like mapping is weird, and I'm like trying to figure it out. And there's like tap versus hold, and shit like that. And I just gotta like lock that in.
Yeah.
Have you ever played computer fucking first person shooter games?
No, I don't. I don't do like. What do you mean, mouse and keyboard?
Yeah.
No, I tried Valorant one time, and it's just keyboard and mouse just isn't for me. I only play it with I only use it when I'm forced to with like those like kind of party game things like Repo and Peak and stuff like that. Like Peak, I still use a controller. Repo, I use keyboard and mouse, and I'm actually not bad at it on that game. But like anything else, I'm kind of just straight ass. Like
Yeah.
I just like hit buttons next to buttons, shit like all the time.
Yeah, see, because like it's moved over to WASD. Like I want to use my like three biggest fingers, so I like switch my hand position, and then it's like G is always grenade. Like it's been that way forever, and like I'm trying to like keyboard knowledge jump, and it's like, oh well, you moved your hand, so it's different, and then you gotta move like two keys over to hit the G. It's like I always fuck up grenades, and it pisses me off.
You could always
It's the whole
hotkey to your F buttons, like F1, F2, shit like that, just because it's so
yeah,
simple, you know.
yeah. I got a better mouse. It has like two extra buttons, so I was thinking of using them for something.
Use them for your shooting. That's what a lot of people do. One of this podcast I listen to, their one of their hosts has a key has a mouse that has like 17 keys on it, and he just
Yeah,
like does not use his keyboard. He
yeah.
just, he just fucking rolls. Like he used WASD, I think, and like that's it. Like everything else is all built. And he might not even do it on there. He might actually have everything in his mouse. But the way he was saying, he's like, dude, I got this thing mapped the fuck out, and like I just roll. It's just me and my mouse. So
It's the problem I'm running into is has like you always have like an inventory or a button, and like it has that, and then you have to have like an alt mode to enter stratagems, and that kind of fucks with me. And diving, like your stance is really important and how divers, like whether you're running, standing, crouching, or prone, and then diving is really important. So like I got to figure out how to map that properly with everything else too.
I don't know with the keys on, like where you got to put in the codes. I would map that
Yeah,
shit to like if you could like like just put those into the keypad, like the number pad on your keyboard.
Yeah.
I would just map them to that so you could just be like left, right, up, right, down, up, straight, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It just kind of make it easy.
Yeah.
If you could like do that, you know.
Yeah, see, the thing is that like how it's set up on keyboard is that like you use your movement buttons to enter the things in, and on controller, I think you can still move because it uses the D-pad to do that, and then you still have your analog. So like, let's try to figure that out, and then there's like another fucking problem that I ran into. Mostly just the dive and prone and crouch thing. I have to figure out
Nice.
because they're like C and Z, and it's like I
Yup.
don't
Yeah, it's like
know.
all everything for repo is on the left side of your keyboard next to WASD, but it's all like it's like you said, it's C, Z, it's shift, like tab, control, like it's all on the left side. It's
Yeah,
like
and the keyboard's made for typing with, so like the keys are offset. If I could just have like, I want to buy one of those little I don't know why they fucking did this. Like supposedly for accountants or whatever, they made like a keyboard or like something you could plug into your computer that's just the numpad. So
yeah.
like that would be kind of useful. I was trying to map it out like that, but then it got weird, so I don't know.
Um, you could always buy like a half keyboard. There's ones that are specifically made for gaming and shit. It's like it just
Man.
has everything you need on it, and nothing extra to bump into, but you can still bump into your other keys still. I don't know. That's weird. That's what like, because I have like huge fingers, and fucking Matt was saying like, dude, just get a keyboard that's like 50, like 100% keyboard or whatever he called it, where it's like, it's like half a keyboard, but it's enlarged. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Or like 75% of a keyboard, but everything's like huge now instead of small. I forget how he said it, but I've seen them before. They're fucking. I'm not gonna do that just to play keyboard mouse. I'm not gonna buy all that shit.
What if they made an interface for like disabled people where you like if they had the only thing I think of off the top of my head is they have like no arm, but like you just like shout the fucking keys.
It would be sick to just. I don't know. There's a
Can
dude.
you imagine living with somebody like that though? Like up, down, left, right. Hey, hey. It's like shut up.
Well, they put this. There's this dude that was on Joe Rogan that like has an implant in his head, and he has
Yeah,
learned to play keyboard and mouse with his mind. Not keyboard and mouse,
nice.
but play video games with his mind, basically. And he was like, dude, it
That's
like he was like, well, like anything I wanted to do, I can just think it. He's like, it took a while to get used to this thing because you really have to like learn how to do it. But
yeah,
like, he's like any competitive shooter, I'll just be better at you, or I'll just be better than you. He's like anything. He's like, I can just look my eyes over and just you're done. Like it's pretty insane actually. So I don't know.
it's kind of freaky though.
Yeah,
Makes me think of
I'm not getting an
The
implant.
Matrix and then Ghost in the Shell. And they have severely bad implications of being able to do
Right.
like if you can get out, if they can get in.
Exactly.
You imagine that? That was like a major plot point in Ghost in the Shell where this fucking dude just like hacked people's brains and made them do crazy shit. And then he would like hack all of the computers and cameras and shit and then erase the fucking evidence.
But all right. We will catch you guys next time because it is bedtime for me.
Adios.
Later.